Well, today is Veterans Day, and we're marking this at a time when our nation appears incredibly polarized, right? Well, there's one group that remains unified, and we're talking about our men and women in uniform. In addition to preparing themselves for combat, did you know military members go through critical training? It actually hones their problem-solving skills. It allows them to work together, work with people whom they have virtually nothing else in common with, and it's those techniques that maybe we could all learn from. It could serve us well in times like this, and I'm joined by Eric Rittmeyer. He is a former U.S. Marine. He now works on mental toughness. He's an emotional intelligence expert. We've had you here on the show. We always love what you have to say because right now, this is a time when nobody seems to agree on everything. You're trained to agree with each other. So tell us, how might we do that?
You just have to beat it into each other. You just physically beat it into them until they agree with you. No,
that's not going to work.
No, it's
assault charges.
Exactly. It's the unity thing, Lynn. And I tell you, the military, what makes the military so great, we're put in these situations where, regardless of where you come from, regardless of your beliefs, it doesn't matter. What matters is when the going gets tough, when the chips fall, do you have my back? That's what it all boils down to. In the military, we have a very strong sense of camaraderie, regardless of the branch. I'm a former Marine, so take the Marine out of the Corps, can't take the Corps out of the Marine, but the branch of service is irrelevant. It's that sense of camaraderie.
How do we take that as regular citizens and learn from the great people that serve our country?
I think it's finding common threads. You know, we're in this time right now where there's no social fabric. There's nothing that brings us all together. Everybody's going in a million different directions. There's nothing that really unites us, and that's sad. There was a Gallup poll that was done earlier this year. Just 25% of people under the age of 30 consider themselves to be extremely patriotic. That's an alarming number to think just 25% of people would consider themselves to be extremely patriotic. It's scary.
It is scary. It's a definite shift. That certainly wasn't the case for our parents' generation.
No.
What do you think is the hardest lesson? You say there are 5 of them. The hardest lesson for us all to take that you all in the military have really adopted?
It's learning to work. It's learning to unite. It's learning to understand that there are things bigger than yourself. And that's the key, I think, to military service. You know, you learn courage. You learn commitment. You learn integrity. It's loyalty. It's service before self. These are things that you really do learn in the military. But in the private sector, it's difficult right now. There's just nothing that unites us.
Yeah, there really isn't, and we're so mindful. This is a great reminder for us. And thank you for your service on this Veterans Day, Eric. Thanks for being with us again.
Thanks for having me, Lynn. I appreciate it.
We want to share another moment for you.